I can give you the other mic if you want it. Were you on camera yesterday?
I guess so, because I got a message saying smile.
There's only so much I could do in that arena. Surprised we don't have any warm-up music. I'm not gonna.
Oh, he's trying to do it. He's got the speaker in the phone. He's got a bigger speaker in the phone.
Huh?
He's getting better at knowing like when he's. So, matching pictures of the boys. I did take this for fun because
All right, time to clean up the pucks. 15 minutes on the clock, almost ready to start the first period here. This is the consolation bracket for the Chippewa Falls PWA tournament. Proctor Rails today will be in the semifinal game of the consolation bracket, facing off against the host team, Chippewa Thunder.
Jake working the
Get in on it.
Hello.
Oh, did we have to assign a member of the team to run the penalty box? Jake's over there.
We were curious why he was
Gotta manage your own team, huh? So we got our very own Jake Baker working the penalty box door. Hopefully he doesn't have to use it at all today. But we know how we play. All right. Center dots. We got Declan with Max and Griffin. Matt and Gray at the points. Declan wins this one back to Matt. He chips it forward. Thunder pick it up in their own end. Max takes it away. He's in the circle with it. Fans on the shot. Poke check back. Max now has it. Puts this one on net. Kick save. Rebound. Does make it on net. That was Declan. Shots from Max and Declan early. Only 23 seconds into the first period. We're going to get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. One back. Slap shot from Gray goes well wide. Max plays it into the corner. Round behind. Still battling for it there. Griff steps up to help. He's got it in the corner. Sends it back to Max. That scores towards the net, but played in behind by the Thunder. Sent up the wall. Matt steps up, but the Chippewa Thunder are able to get out. They're into the zone. Shot partially deflected. Stick save there. Matt cleans up the rebound. Matt up the far side wall. Backhand into the slot. Shot and save off the stick. Thunder played ahead. That does get out, but Max will play it back to Garrett. Garrett chips it up the wall to Griffin. Griffin plays it to the middle. Thunder will retreat. Play it ahead. Griffin poke checks it off a stick, puts it into the zone.
Stay out of Griff.
Played ahead. Bria has it there. Sends it back up the wall to Brecken. It's taken away. Now Miles will pick it up. Through center ice into the offensive zone. They're on sides. Bria chases it into the near side corner. Centered. Backhander from Tony's. Kick save. Out front. Brecken had it bobbled. Thunder were picking up on the half wall and start out of the zone. Puck loose in neutral ice. Thunder skate into it. Down into the corner. Centered. Brecken will pick that up in the slot and start out for the Rails. Chipped off his stick. They're on sides back into the zone. Shot right off the chest of Jace. He'll hang on. 12:43 left in the first. The defensive zone draw here for the Rails. I think he needs a microphone. Color commentary. Thunder win the draw. Shot blocked out front. Rebound pushed wide. Matt plays this to the corner. Gets it to Will. Ahead for Ruxin. He runs into a player there. Chip back into the zone, but off sides. We'll get a neutral zone draw just outside the Rails end here. Draw one by the Thunder. Into the zone on sides, far side wall. Sent out front, intercepted by Gray. Plays it off the wall to Will, and they're going to start out 2-on-2. Rink wide pass hits Rux. Ruxin chips it into the corner. That rims around. Will with it there, chips it out front. Declan back to Will. Will tries to center, that goes off his skate. Ruxin puts the pressure on there. Declan strips the puck on the wall, gives it to Will, just through Will's skates. Off the far side wall, Will takes it to the corner. Around behind, surveying, plays it back to the point for Gray. Gray steps up, fans on the shot. Thunder able to take that away. They're 2-on-1 as they exit. Declan trailing fast. That pass misses, goes into the far corner. Plays it around near side. Ruxin will be the one on it there at the point. Unable to chip it past. Thunder hold. Puck loose in the high slot. Slot shot deflected over the net. Played it around behind. Up to the point on the far side. That shot gets blocked by Will. Sent around behind again. Gray with it in the corner, chips it ahead. Ruxin chips it off the wall to Declan, and they're out of the zone. Declan 1-on-2 as he enters. Down into the slot on his backhand. Centers it for Rux. Rux has it. Overskated. Max overskated on a poke check there. Rux plays his man into the wall. Puck sent near side and out of the zone. They'll just dump it into the corner, waiting for friends. Miles picks it up in behind. Stops, avoids a check. Rink-wide pass to Ruxin, over his stick, but out. He's going to change. Off the deflection, puck comes in on net. Shot for Miles. Chipped out of the zone. Miles unable to play it. It bounced over his stick. Thunder forced at the corner by Garrett. Set back out front. Jace plays that one back to the corner for Garrett. Off the wall. Max able to chip it past the defender. Brecken able to help out and get it out. Puck chipped to the far blue line. Thunder take it away, but then Garrett he overskates. Sent back in. Miles will play it there. Miles with a stretch pass, gets Brecken out of the zone. He sidesteps the forechecker. He's into the offensive zone now. Shot from the slot, off the goaltender's chest. Loosed in the crease, but then cleared to the wall. Garrett does hold the point. Walks down the wall. His shot whistles into the net, and that's a goal. Shot from just outside the circle, goes over the blocker and in. That's a goal for Garrett with an assist to Brecken. The Rails are on the board first. Brecken with Max and Griffin. He's got Matt and Gray at the points. Brecken plays this back to Matt. He goes rink wide. Too far for Gray, but he does take the puck away. Gray will chip it into the near side corner. Puck off a skate there. Max loses an edge in the corner. Brecken steps up. Unable to pick that up. Griffin collided with someone there. Puck comes chipped into the end wall. Matt picks this up in behind. Stops, starts out, plays it off a skate. Up to the line, but not out. It's sent back into the far side corner. Matt chips it off the wall for Max. It's over his stick. Played to the slot. Gray kicks it ahead. Rebound. Shot on Chase gloves and hangs on. 8:48 left in the first period. We'll get a defensive zone draw after line change. Second on the defensive zone draw here. It's won by the Thunder. Taken away by Garrett. He plays it off the wall. This is going to go all the way down. That lands on net. Shot for Garrett. Played up the wall by the Thunder. Garrett pitches from the point. Holds temporarily. It comes out. Declan loses an edge as he plays it back to Garrett, though. Garrett down into the zone. Near side circle. Shot off a shin pad. Garrett still with possession down in the near side circle. Around behind, tries to wrap around, it comes loose. Miles steps up, fires that shot, kick save. The Thunder start back out. Through neutral ice, in on the near side. That shot was wide. Garrett plays to the far corner. Rio pick it up on the half wall there. She chips it ahead, that's held in.
Go, go, go!
Miles sidesteps the player and he exits the zone. Into the offensive zone. He goes in the circles, down into the slot. Chipped to the point. Held in by Declan. He'll play it off the wall, looking for help. Miles has it again on the half wall. Chips this towards the net. Chipped in on net by Tony. Rebound goes wide. It's under the goaltender. We get a whistle. It's on the sitting on the goaltender's pad.
Good job, Tony.
Got Brecken on the offensive zone draw with Will and Ruxin. There's one by the Thunder. Matt and Gray at the points. Chipped ahead. Gray plays it back down the wall. It's intercepted. He'll chip this to the middle. Brecken has it now. Shot. Oh, pushed wide of the net. Puck gets kicked to the far wall. Thunder overskated it. Will takes it away. Matt holds the point. Sends it back down to the corner where Brecken picks it up. He sends this into the corner. Will now has it in behind. Around behind. Surveying. Back to the point for Gray. Gray plays it back to Will in the corner. Off his stick. Ruxin unable to reach. Brecken has it in behind in the corner. Ruxin picks up the puck. He's in the circle there. Back to Matt at the point. He chips this over to, well, he tried to get it to Brecken. That gets to the end wall. Brecken. Ruxin with a shot from the short angle is saved. Brecken tries to play that into the wall. That doesn't make it. Ruxin plays it to the point. Gray couldn't get it there. Matt poke checks at the blue line. Puck's dumped into the corner and goes around behind the far side. Matt with it on the near side. Circle. Plays it ahead. Ruxin able to get it out of the zone. Chips it behind Brecken. The Thunder will play it back out again. Offsides as they enter the zone. One too many moves. 5:57 left in the first. We'll get a neutral zone draw here.
Wobbly, huh?
Yeah, just a touch.
Knock the whole thing over by leaning on it.
You lean on, I'll lean back.
Declan on the draw. He's got Griffin and Max on his points. Miles plays this one rink wide to Griff. He chips it ahead. Sent back. Max now has it. He chips it into the zone but stumbles. Miles with it on the far side. Steps ahead. Around two players. He's into the offensive zone. Shot from the high slot. Kick save and smothered. 5:33 left in the first. Keep track of shots. Declan wins this one to Griffin, who gives it to Garrett. Shot does trickle in on net and smothered. Declan back on the dot. This is one over to Max. Max shoots that in on net. Puck bouncing around, sent to the corner. Thunder played ahead, but it's taken away by Declan. Miles will step up. That's chipped past him. Garrett races for it. Garrett circles in his own end, plays it off the near side wall. Declan picks this up in stride. He's into the zone. Fires a shot off a shin. Declan with it in the corner. Surveys, sends it back out front. That goes through the crease. Miles will pick it up there. Slap shot goes well wide. Declan tries to play it, pushes it in behind.
Go get it!
Puck's in the corner. Max finds it.
Stay on Max.
Max plays it up to Declan. Declan able to protect, get it back to the corner. Chipped away from him. Thunder start back out. Miles breaks that up, gets it up and out of the zone. Max plays it ahead. He's knocked down for his efforts. Sent back in. Icing waved off.
Go, 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 go.
Garrett has possession now. Out of the zone near side, up the near wall. Shoots a hard shot. Blocker save. Rebound, kick to the corner. Max now has. Declan on the half wall. Tries to spin. Gets knocked down. Thunder start back out. Down the circle. Shot from the dot. Blocker save. Rebound loose. Shot kicked wide. Max plays it off the wall. Declan picks this up. Nobody ahead of him as he comes into the zone. Shot from the bottom of the circle over the net. Griff now has. Chips it to Garrett. That hops the zone. Matt picks it up in neutral ice. Rink wide pass. Gets Declan into the zone. Stuck in his skates. Taken away. Thunder will come near side. Exit the zone. Sidesteps there. Shot. Hits Jace. Matt picks it up. Sends it ahead. Stripped. Knocked down by Gray in the slot. Gray with it in the corner. Plays it up to Tony. Plays back to Gray. Chips off the glass. Declan chips it out of the zone. He's got it. Bria's on his wing. He gets tripped as he comes into the zone. Bria has it. Shot from the slot. Fandon still has it in behind. Declan picks that up. Tries for the wraparound. Sends it out front. It's taken away. And with that whistle, 2:57 left in the first. We got a power play coming for the Rails. Got a minor penalty to Chippewa Falls number 20 for tripping. Yeah. Just so I can know what each part is. Brecken on the draw. Will gets that. Back to Miles. Miles from the point, sends it down to Brecken. Brecken across to Matt. That hops his stick, though. Matt will play it back to the point, down to the corner. Puck in behind. Brecken hustles over. He's the first one on it. Sends it, taken off his stick. Sends it back to the corner. In behind. Sent up the wall. Matt hustles over. Can't hold the zone. They'll have to reset. Over to Miles. They're in the zone on sides. Miles gets it back from Brecken. Shot, hits the goaltender in the chest. Puck squirts free. Miles has it again. This gets chipped to the wall. Brecken will play it around behind. Garrett picks it up in the corner. Surveys. Tries to play it to the point. That's intercepted. Puck still loose. Chipped out of the zone. Miles has. Plays it off the near side wall. Then misses Brecken. Puck squirts to the far side wall. Played up the wall, chipped, and out of the zone. 25 seconds left in the power play. Thunder coming back quick. Shot, blocker save. Cleared by Brecken. Garrett picks this up. It's into the zone. It's in his feet. Surveys, stops. Taking off his stick, comes to the point. Brecken shoots off a shin pad. Brecken gets it back. Miles will step up here. Brecken plays it from the wall. Down around behind. Garrett has it there. Taking off his stick. His power play unit is gassed. Players out of the box. They're in on sides. Icing waved off. Matt protects in the corner. 1:13 left in the first. Chipped out of the zone to Garrett. Garrett reaches center ice. He's hooked. No call there. Brecken plays it ahead. Has it stripped off his stick. Miles holds the zone. Will sidesteps, goes far wall. Over to Brecken in this high slot. Sidesteps one, sidesteps another. Shot. Kick save, put it into the corner. Played to the point. Miles will play this back down, but it's intercepted at the half wall and started back out. Miles takes it away again, gets it to Tony. They're in on sides. Tony with Brecken, sends it over. It's intercepted. Played into the slot. Thunder start out into the offensive zone on the far wall. Played down into the corner. Stopped, he falls. Matt picks up the puck. 16 seconds left. Gets it to Tony. Plays it ahead for Bria. Bria into the offensive zone. Shot wide of the net. 4 seconds left. Gray chips this down the wall. Tony has it. 1 second left. Out front, no shot. That ends the first period. First period shot total for the Rails was 16 for a first period save total for the Chippewa Falls goaltender of 15. First period shot total for the Thunder of 7 for a first period save total of 7 for Jace. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come right back for the second period. of it. All right, everybody, 15 minutes on the clock. Second period about to start. We switch sides. Rails now moving right to left on your screen. Neutral zone draw, one back by Chippewa Falls. Poke check by Matt in neutral ice. Brecken will pick that up. Brecken goes rink wide, gets Bria in the slot. She pushes this one off a stick wide of the net. Tony bumps the player there. Thunder have the possession. Off the wall, Matt picks it up in the half wall. Shot from the circle, hits a shin pad. Rebound from Brecken is on net, save. Chippewa Falls starts out. Up the far side, puck taken away as they enter. They were offsides, so we'll get an icing or an offsides call and a neutral zone draw. Number 12 for Chippewa Falls trying to skate off the block shot from Matt. Declan on the draw for the Rails. Wins this over to Will. Poke checked off his stick. Garrett now has. He gets bumped. Plays it to the point. It's held in. Garrett has it on the half wall. Back down to the corner. He reverses. Comes back up the far wall. Out of the zone. He's got Declan with him and Will on the near side. Shot. Blocker save. Miles picks it up on the half wall there. Tries to walk down the wall. He's knocked down. Declan picks it up in the corner. Fires that one out front. The goaltender will just grab it. We'll get an offensive zone draw here with 13:51 left in the second.
Numbers aren't going to match that.
Declan wins the draw over to Will. Will walks to the middle, hands to Garrett. Shot from the top of the circle, deflected wide. Chipped up the wall. Miles holds the point, chips it over to Declan. Declan battling for it on the half wall. Walks off the wall, hands to Will. Will back to Declan. Out front, just off of Ruxin's stick. He was tied up out front. Thunder start back out. Good play from Miles. Takes that puck away, hands to Will. They're into the zone. Up to Declan, just off this heel of his stick. Ruxin has it now in the corner. Centers all the way through. Miles has it. Dusts it off. Shot gets blocked by a skate. He's knocked down. Will unable to hold the point on the clearing attempt. This goes all the way down. Icing waved off. Jace plays it to Garrett, the bottom of the circle. He plays it over to Will. Stripped of the puck there. Gets it back. Centers for Declan. It's off his stick, but out of the zone. Thunder chip it back in. Garrett takes that away, plays it out. Thunder start ahead again. Miles will step up at the blue line, take this puck off the glass. Declan now has.
Go, go, go!
Into the offensive zone. He comes near side. Bottom of the circle. Shot high off the goaltender. I think he's got it, had it in the top of the blocker. Hangs on to it. 12:34 left in the first. Another offensive zone draw for the Rails on the near side. Brecken on the draw here. Got Griffin and Max at the on the wings. Matt and Gray at the points. Brecken won the draw over to Max. Max battling in the corner. Puck squirts out front. Chippewa Falls sends it to the point. Held in by Matt. He goes D to D to Gray. Gray fans on his shot. Unable to get there. Chippewa Falls exit the zone. Played wide. They're offsides as they come into the zone. Brecken back on the neutral zone draw. Won by Chippewa Falls. Puck still bouncing around. Thunder have it. This shot ramps off a stick over the net. Gray will play it around the wall. Griff skates into it. Backhander does get it out of the zone. Sends it to the middle. Thunder take it away. Puck squirts into the zone. Brecken has it there, gives it to Griff, who clears. That's puck's dumped in from the far side of the red line. Icing waved off. Matt picks this up. Goes to the far side wall. Out of the zone with speed. Down. Shot from the circles. Blocked. He gets it back. Fires a shot and scores. That'll be Matt unassisted. And the lead is now 2-0 Rails.
Way to go, Moose!
Declan wins this over. Miles picks it up, hands it back to Declan. Puck into the offensive zone. Miles couldn't quite hold the clearing attempt. Garrett skates over, picks this up. He's going to circle just above the dots. Declan into the zone, has stripped of the puck. Clearing attempt hits the skate, but they regather and send it back out. Miles has one on him here as he surveys, stops in the corner, sidesteps, still looking, plays it ahead. Still has it up the half wall, chips it around the pinching defender, trips. Tony has it, drop pass to Garrett. Now Declan with it into the zone near side. Declan around, nobody there. Shot off the blocker, sends it back out front. Bria tries to shoot. We get a shot from both Declan and Bria, and penalty indication number 20 for Chippewa Falls going to the box. Minor penalty for checking. All right, offensive zone draw here. We've got Brecken with Will and Garrett and Miles and Matt at the points. Played over to one by Will. Miles has it at the point, plays it back to Brecken on the half wall, sends it to the slot. Matt picks it up, shot from the slot, deflects wide. Matt with a stick lift on the half wall, keeps the puck in the zone. Garrett picks that up. Garrett out front for Brecken, fires, stick save. 25, Will plays it up. Miles has that one, fires, hits a body out front. Garrett gets a shot, played to the point. Matt holds the zone, surveys, fires from the blue line, kick save. Will at the rebound, pushed wide. Garrett has the puck alongside the net, sends it out front, nobody there. That gets cleared lengthwise. 9:51 left in the second period, 50 ticks left in the minor penalty to Chippewa Falls, and we will have another offensive zone draw on the icing call. Ruxin on the draw here. He's got Declan and Bria with him. He wins this to Bria. Bria back to Ruxin. Back to the point for Max. They had to vacate the zone. Gray down in. He's in the slot. Shot wide of the net. Rux stripping the puck alongside the net. Bria now has backhander out front. Max steps up from the point. Shot from the high slot gets blocked. Sent to the near side wall. Cleared. Max hustles back. Picks it up at the blue line. Goes rink wide for Gray. Chipped ahead for Declan. He plays it off the wall. Knocked down from behind. Into the zone. They're going to call them onside. Rux plays it down the wall. Battling still. Thunder start back out. They've got a head of steam. Around Max into the zone. Offsides on the near side. They had stepped in just a step early. Thunder coach letting his players know the blue line is where you have to wait. We got a neutral zone draw just outside the rails end. Brecken with Tony and Griff. Got Miles and Garrett at the points. Penalty has expired. Thunder win this one. They'll chip it into the corner. Garrett will want to play it in behind. Has possession. Fans on the clearing attempt though. Puck squirts to the circle. Sent in on net. Jace with a stick save. He'll melt that down. 8:39 left in the second. We'll get a new defensive zone draw for the Rails. Plays back to the point. Shot forced into the corner. Miles picks it up near side. Plays it up the wall. Stopped there, but Tony able to clear on a backhand attempt.
Hustle.
Brecken hustling forward for it. Tries to get there. Puck still loose. Cleared to the point. Cleared to the corner. Sent up the wall. Miles has it there. He'll walk down the wall with it. Miles still has it. Shot. Glove saved and smothered. We'll get an offensive zone draw. No, this way. It's not the crest on the jersey is not a target, boys. Brecken wins the draw, gets it to Tony, but it's stripped off his stick. Thunder start off. They chip it around Miles. Garrett comes back, plays it. Off the corner, around behind. Griff tips it into the middle. It's taken away. This will get pushed to the near side corner. Miles skates ahead, sidesteps 2. He's out of the zone. Plays it over to Brecken, who's into the zone on sides. Shot bottom of the circle. Sidesteps, had the goalie down. Still has possession around behind. Thunder take it away in the corner. They start out. Griff steps up, takes a whack at it. Thunder still have possession. They'll just dump it in. Garrett picks it up in the far corner.
Hustle.
Line change for the Thunder gives the Rails an opportunity here to get out of the zone. Garrett all the way near side on his backhand. He's into the zone. Down to the corner. Chips it to the half wall for Tony. Tony over to Miles. One-time shot. Tips. Kick save. That was Brecken with the tip. Around behind, Brecken tries a Michigan, is knocked off his stick. Held in at the point by Garrett. He walks down the wall, fires this one, kick save, rebound, pushed wide of the net. Garrett has it at the point, holds it in, shot, that goes off a body. Puck loose in the slot, picked up by the Thunder. They're able to take it out.
Defense!
Thunder reach center ice and dump it in. Garrett picks it up in behind. Around the wall, gets it to Ruxin. He fans on a clearing attempt. Played back to Ruxin. He runs into Declan, plays it ahead to Rux. Bumps into a player at the wall. Held in. Garrett now has. No. Garrett up the wall with it. Able to clear. That makes it past everybody. Icing waved off. Thunder played up the wall. It's held in by Declan. He pushes this towards the middle. It's taken away. Good stick lift there. Will puts it in towards the slot. Played rink wide. Gray will chip it up the wall. Rux has it there. Loses possession in the circle though. Played up to the point. Will has. Dumps it back down. Sent ahead. That goes off a skate out of the zone. Thunder pick it up. Able to get into the zone, but a good physical play from Declan. Takes it away, puts it into the near corner. Will plays it ahead. Ruxin just missed. Taken away by, that was so close to being on sides. Rux tried to toe the line. We got an offsides call with 5:19 left in the second period and a neutral zone draw on the near side here.
Let's go, White!
Brecken wins the neutral zone draw, carries it down the wall, sends it out front. That's on net underneath the goaltender. Got another offensive zone draw here. Brecken with Griffin and Max. Matt and Gray at the points. Brecken back to the point. Matt fires a shot. Stick save into the corner. Griffin picks this up. Into the slot. Shoots it just wide of the net. Max now has in the corner, backhands this one off a couple of bodies, gets the puck back, tries to center, nobody home, plays to the point. Matt does hold, sidesteps one, walks it up. It's into the slot. It's taken off his stick there by two players. Matt plays it down to Brecken. Shot. It's under the goaltender. He'll hang on. 4:37 left in the second. An offensive zone draw for the Rails. Brecken back to the point for Miles. Sidesteps a player there. Has possession on the half wall. He pushes this one around behind. Griffin picks it up there. Turns. Still has possession. Stripped off his stick. Thunder will start back out. Through neutral ice. Kicks it into the offensive zone. That'll go all the way to the corner. Miles able to prevent the play from getting to out front. Brecken plays it ahead. It's held in at the half wall. Thunder have possession. Shot, gloved, dropped. Garrett clears to the corner, picks it up himself. He'll start out, far wall. Garrett into the offensive zone on sides, takes it down the wall further. Curls, out front, backhander wide of the net. Max in the near corner, battling for it there. It's taken away. Thunder from their own blue line, send it all the way down, icing the indication. 3:41 left in the second period on the icing call here. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Draw one by Thunder. They try to clear, and Matt holds the point. That goes off a stick. In behind. Declan battling for it. Plays it back in and around behind. Tony steps into it there. Sends it back out front. Bria, the shot that gets blocked. Tony with it in the corner. Sends it around near side. Thunder will skid into it on the half wall. Challenged by both Matt and Declan. Loose down in a heap. Puck taken away. He's tripped as he comes out of the way with it. No call. Thunder still have possession into the zone. It's taken away by Gray on the line. Tony plays it ahead for Bria. Bria into the offensive zone. She'll fire a shot into the chest of the goaltender. He hangs on. 2:55 left in the second period.
Just fall down.
Brecken on the draw. That's one back by Thunder. Possession in the corner. They skate around behind. Played up the half wall there. Neat little passing play takes them out of the zone. They're 2-on-1 as they cross. Poke check from Miles slows them down. They'll just dump it into the corner. Jace leaves for Miles behind the net. Miles sidesteps one, loses an edge. Brecken plays it over near side to Will. He'll circle, reset. Plays it ahead to Ruxin. Into the offensive zone on the far side. Has the puck taken away, but he gets it back temporarily. Thunder back out. Will strips him from behind. He's tripped, no call. Miles holds the point, sent back out by the Thunder. That's all the way down. No indication of icing, and we do get it there.
Let's go, number 4!
2:04 left in the second period. Icing was the call, and we'll get an offensive zone draw here for the Rails.
No Rochambeau. No Rochambeau. Let's go, White!
Brecken on the draw. He has possession out of the circle. Puck squirts to the middle. Will plays it over to Ruxin. Puts one in on net. Ruxin behind the net for Brecken. That hops his stick. The Thunder start up the near side. Rink wide pass. Intercepted by Garrett. He's into the zone. Puck still bouncing around. Brecken now has into the dot. Hits a skate, and the Thunder start back out again. Chipped ahead. Miles sprints over, runs into a player there. We're going to get a minor penalty to Miles. Looks like it's going to be probably a checking call. And with that whistle, minute 21 left in the second period, we're going to get a minor penalty to Miles for a body check. Jake Baker forced to do some work.
You can't do that. None of our parents will volunteer to take somebody on camera.
Got Declan on the dot. He's got Max on his wing. Matt and Gray are the defensemen. Declan won it to Max. Playing on the half wall there. Taken away by the Thunder. Centering attempt taken away by Gray. Puts this clearing attempt off a shin pad. Declan with pressure there. Takes it away temporarily. Matt now off the wall. Not out. Puck squirts to the slot. Max tries to chip it out. That's held in. This shot in on net. Stick save. Gray plays it up the wall. It's intercepted. Sent back out front. Blocked by Matt. Puck in the slot.
Go, go, go!
Matt's still battling to get it out of the zone. Does finally clear. Unable to get past the defender at the blue line, though. Puck bouncing around. It's in their feet. Chipped ahead. Gray will be the one on it here in the near side. He circles, surveys. 34 left in the period. Chipped off of Max's stick into the zone. Played around the wall. Thunder have it. They clear to the middle. It's intercepted by Max. Declan helps him out there. Max still with possession. Off a skate and taken away. 16 left. Good back pressure from Max. Knocks the player down. Max gets the puck back from Gray. Chips it off the wall. That'll end up in the zone. Icing indicated. Waved off. Chippewa Falls forced to play it there, and that ends the second period. 9 seconds left in the minor penalty to Miles. So, second period shot total for the Rails of 20 for a second period save total for the Chippewa Falls goaltender of 19. Second period shot total for Chippewa Falls was 1 for a second period save total of 1 for Jace. So we're going to take a 2-minute break and come right back. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Third period about to start. Miles still in the box for the next 9 seconds. Chippewa Falls controls off the draw. Shot from high out. That goes wide of the net. They'll credit Jace with the save on that, though. Puck sent out front. Tony plays this ahead. Bria able to cross the line. She's out of the zone. Has Brecken with her. Gets to the blue line, forces this one in on net. Kick save and smothered. Offensive zone draw, just 29 seconds into the third. Brecken wins the draw over to Tony. Garrett will play it in behind. Chippewa Falls takes that one, starts up the near side wall. Puck loose in the neutral ice. Chippewa Falls picks it up. The Thunder will start back. Down around the corner. Sent out front, shot wide. Garrett plays it up the wall. Tony chips it out this neutral ice. Bria passes the defender, but he's able to recover. Miles plays it ahead. That's off of Brecken's stick. Back into the zone. Side steps Miles there. Shot, kick, save. Comes to the top of the circle. Rebound, kick, save as well. Garrett able to take this one up. He comes near side. He's into the zone. Shot from the dots. Stick save there. Brecken lost an edge in the corner. Thunder take it away. Sent to the point. Not held by Miles. Tony covering up there, able to force the puck loose. Garrett picks this one up. It's taken away off his stick. They're into the zone. Tony takes this one away. He'll retreat behind the net. Plays it off the near side wall. Bria tries to chip it off the wall. It's taken away. Puck squirts loose. Chippewa Falls will be forced to reset. That one ramps off a stick, and Chippewa Falls coach catches it midair. Good hand-eye coordination. We'll get a neutral zone draw on the offsides call. 13:01 left in the third. One back by Chippewa Falls. Played ahead. Gray has. Chips this up the wall to Ruxin. Over his stick. Matt shifts this into the zone. They're on sides. Thunder have it on the wall there. Matt holds the point on the clearing attempt. Chips it off the wall. Just too far for Declan. That goes over everybody's stick on the clearing attempt. Gray circles ahead, just behind Ruxin. Thunder have it on the half wall there. Do end up getting the puck out of the zone. Will pick that up in neutral ice. Take a look. Fires this rink wide. Thunder have. They chip it out of the zone. That's off of body.
Skate, with control.
That goes rink wide for Gray. Gray starts ahead. Stops. Dumps it into the zone. That goes into the corner. Thunder play it near side wall. Taken away by Ruxin there. Forced back in behind. Matt pinches deep from the corner, from the point down into the corner there. Puck comes loose to the top.
Hustle.
Gray can't hold the zone, but the puck does come free. Declan has it. Chips it to Ruxin, who's able to force it into the zone. Goes to the far side wall. Will tries to get to it there. Declan covers up, picks it up, gets to the slot. Rux plays it back to the point. Shot off the mask from Gray. Thunder step into this one on the rebound. Gray steps up, tries to hold the zone. Does temporarily. Clearing attempt comes down. That makes it for icing. And we'll get an offensive zone draw after the icing call here. Brecken on the dot with Griffin and Max on the wings. Garrett and Miles at the points. One back to Garrett. That goes off a stick. And the floater hits the crossbar and over. Held in by Miles. Sent off a boot to Max in the corner. Max out front, just past everybody. Miles will pick this one up. Sends this one. They're going to count that on net. He'll hang on. Shot from Miles from the point. And we'll get an offensive zone draw to the right side of the Thunder goaltender. Controlled by the Thunder off the draw. They're out of the zone. Down the far side wall, Garrett pokes this away. Max picks up the puck. Still battling for it in neutral ice. That's sent into the offensive zone. Miles chips it ahead, doesn't get out. Miles now gets the puck back, goes rink wide, too far for Max. The Thunder will pick it up in their own end. Good chase from Brecken, forces them wide. Played up and out though. Puck taken away. Brecken able to turn into the zone, hands it just too far for Max. It was just out of his reach. So a great pass looking though. Brecken in behind the net. Tries to play it to the corner. That's taken away. Miles steps up. He puts this one wide of the net. Rink wide pass intercepted by Miles. He circles in neutral ice, sends it over to Brecken into the zone on sides. He fires. Blocker save. Max chips it off the wall. Miles has it there. He fires one. That's a blocker save into the corner. Griffin plays it in the corner there. It's taken off his stick. Sent out to the middle. Garrett steps up, holds the zone. Thunder pick that up and start back out. They'll just dump it once they cross the blue line, looking for a line change. Garrett, the first one on it in his circle. Turns, starts up the near side wall. As a player draped on his back, sidesteps one, is into the circle, still battling for possession. Couple players go down in a heap in the corner there. Brecken skates into the puck. Below the goal line. Still surveying, takes a look. Back to Miles at the point. He tries to sidestep, loses the puck. Thunder start out. Down the far side wall. Miles plays that player into the wall. Puck ends up in behind. Miles off the corner, up the wall. It's held in at the point. Thunder still have possession. Shot from the top of the dot. That goes wide. Max plays it ahead. Unable to clear. Second attempt does get it out. Thunder play it ahead. They're into the zone. Sidesteps one. That's going to be a trip to Miles. He's going back to the box. Shot from the short angle. Jace will save that with the pad and smother. 8:33 left in the third period. The Rails are going back on the penalty kill here with that tripping call to Miles. Probably saves the goal, but has to go sit in the box as a result. Declan on the defensive zone draw. He's got Tony with him, Gray and Matt at the points. That's won by Declan. Tony able to chip it out of the zone. He sidesteps the defender, but it's stripped off his stick. Sent back in, but offside, so we will set up just outside the zone. The neutral zone draw, 8:26 left in the third.
Miles Erickson for tripping.
Dirty pants.
Dirty pants.
Thunder win this one. They go far side into the zone. They'll just dump it around the corner. Gray, the first one on it. Gives it away in the corner. Puck squirts to the bottom of the circle. Shot in on net. Stick save. Still bouncing around. Finally smothered by Jace. 1:06 left in the minor penalty for Miles. 8:09 left in the third. Rails still lead by 2. Draw one by the Thunder. Play to the near side point. This goes into the corner. Matt will pick this up in behind. Reverses back to the far corner. Will picks this up on the half wall and they start out.
Come on, Will.
Will surveys, plays it ahead for Matt. Matt into the zone with a little bit of speed. Down into the slot. Pushes that wide of the net. Thunder chip it back out. That's going to go the length of the ice, and that will make it for icing. .736 left in the third period. 33 seconds left in the minor penalty to Miles. We'll get an offensive zone draw off the icing.
Do something. Come on. Are you okay? Okay.
Ruxin on the draw. He's got Will on his wing. Plays this back to Miles. That shot fired high, but on net. Little looper puts itself on net. That's a save. Gray. Yep. Ruxin back on the dot. Again, Gray and Matt at the points. Won by the Thunder. Chipped off the wall. Gray had pinched. Matt covers up at the blue line here. Circles. Rink wide pass hits Will. Will trips. Able to force this puck into the zone though. Thunder start back out. They're through neutral ice. They'll go down the far wall. Sent in behind. Played up the wall. Ruck skates into it at the blue line. Goes over to Will. Into the zone. Onside penalty over to Miles. Will sends back. Ruxin shoots it. Scores! That'll be Ruxin from Will with the third goal of the game as the penalty had expired. .6:55 left in the third period, and with a 41st shot of the game for the Rails, they've extended their lead to 3. Thunder with possession. Picked up by Max in the circle.
Come on, Max.
Into the zone. He's got a player draped on his back. Brecken steps into that one. He'll play it into the corner. Around behind. Thunder pick it up the near side wall. Max takes it away in the face-off circle there. Still battling for it, forces it into the zone. Drift now pushes it into the corner. He's pushed into the wall there. Puck taken away on the half wall by the Thunder. In reverse, Garrett steps up, holds the zone, forces it right back down. Max, the first one on it on the far half wall, chips it ahead. Brecken steps into it, sidesteps one, he's in behind. Sends it off the back of the net. Back over to Max. Max fires, shot on net, saved. 5:59 left in the third. We're going to get a line change and an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Brecken wins this back to the point. Max tries to play it to Matt, but that skips over his stick and out. Griffin not quite cleared on the dump-in attempts. Going to be off. We're going to call this offsides. Oh, it was dumped from all the way down. All right. They're calling it intentional offsides, apparently. I think it should have been on the neutral zone side of our line. But anyways, Brecken wins this over to Matt. Matt tries to clear, doesn't make it out. Thunder have possession. It's taken away by Max at the blue line. He chips it ahead. Matt hustles ahead, picks it up on the wall. They're on the corner. Shot, backhand. Oh. Brecken walks off the wall. Backhander, kick save. Rebound pushed wide. Griffin steps up. It's held in at the point by Matt. He had stepped over. Gray now has it. Neutral zone, chips it ahead. Brecken skates into that. Brecken down the wall. Backhand shot. And he scores! It's going to be Brecken from Gray and Matt, I think.
Let's go, White! Hustle, hustle!
Thunder win this draw. Clearing attempt broken up by Bria and Declan. Miles now has. He'll step into the zone, far side. Down into the slot. Backhander off a skate. Bria battling for it in the far corner. Tony almost has it there. Declan steps into one on the half wall. sent back to the circle. Puck's in the corner. Thunder have it. They play it up the half wall. Held in by Miles. He fires this one in on net, gloved and held onto. 4:31 left in the third.
Definitely like throwing it there.
Draw one back to Garrett. He plays it off the wall. Tony battling for it there. Pushes this one in on net. That's a save. Draw one by Thunder. Puck does escape the zone. Still bouncing around at the blue line. Thunder dump it in once they cross the red line. Miles will hustle back for it. Miles still with possession. Reverses. Goes back far side. Up out of the zone. Still with possession. Into the offensive zone. They're on sides. Fires from the top of the circle. Gloved and held onto. 3:51 left in the third. We're going to get a line change here and an offensive zone drop for the Rails. Brecken on the draw. Over to Will. He goes to the point for Miles. Back to the wall for Brecken. Miles in the slot. Shoots from the high slot. Stick save. Will plays it back to Garrett at the top of the circle. He fires well wide. Brecken with it in behind. Backhander over to Will. Oh, off a skate on the centering attempt. That almost made it to Rux on the far side. Rux helps take the puck away there. Heap of bodies, and Thunder come away with it. They reach center ice, dump it in. Garrett racing for it in the near corner. He's got one on him. Forces his man into the corner. Has the puck. Skates out front, loses it right in the slot. Shot, ramps off his stick and over.
Way to go, Chase!
That was I don't think that was the save. I think it went off. I thought it went off of Miles' stick. And Chase with the stick save forces it up and over. All right. Defensive zone draw here. We got Brecken on the dot. Thunder have it. Matt chips it ahead. Rux in, backhander over to Will, and they're out of the zone. Will plays it over to Brecken. He's into the zone. To the slot. Hits a skate, and Thunder will start back out. Player falls as he exits the zone. Will takes the puck away. He'll just dump it in. Takes a bump for his efforts. Will holds the point. Walks down, plays it over to Ruxin. Ruxin fires it right into the glove. Good hard shot from Ruxin. There's glove down. 2:29 left in the third, and we're going to get an offensive zone drop for the Rails on the near side. Thunder win this draw. Griff steps up, forces it to the corner, but the Thunder take it back out. Into neutral ice on the far side wall. Into the zone. They crash into each other at the blue line. Max starts out. Max into the offensive zone. Sidesteps one, hands to Declan. He circles down the near side. Stops around behind, forces it out front. Puck loose. Griff over skates, played to the near point. Gray walks down the wall with it now. He'll backhand this one to the corner. Still has possession. Still playing with it there. Out front. Puck squirts loose. Thunder will start back out. Declan back on D with Matt. They reach center ice, dump it to the far corner. Matt picks it up there. Sidesteps one, starts ahead, sidesteps another. Gets bumped for his efforts. This is cleared all the way down. Gray unable to play it. And icing the indication. 1:22 left in the third. We're going to get an offensive zone draw on the icing call. The Rails have officially eclipsed the half-century mark in shots. 52 total. Brecken on the draw. He's got Bria and Tony with him. Sent back to the point, won by Brecken, but they're going to have to clear. Garrett circles at center ice, sends this off of Tony into the zone. Chip back up the wall. Thunder have it. They'll play it rink wide. That gets out of the zone. Miles will be the first one on it, though. He chips this back off the wall for Bria, who sends it down into the corner. Brecken hustling ahead. He's the first one to it. Sidesteps the defender. Takes a look as he's in the zone. Plays it back to the point for Garrett. Garrett walks by another one. Walks down into the circle. On his back end. It's taken away. Rebound from Bria. Scores. That's gonna be a goal for Bria. I believe Garrett with the assist. And with that, we are at 5. Brecken wins this back to Miles. He starts ahead. Sidesteps one, but loses possession. They're in offsides. I think Bria was a few steps off. We're in running time now with a 5-goal lead. Except not. Bria chips this one into the corner. Thunder have it. Puck squirts to the slot. Thunder trying to clear. That's off a stick. Miles steps up, unable to hold, and the Thunder will start back out. 15 seconds left in the third. Garrett forces the puck off the wall. Plays it ahead. That's taken away. Miles covers up, sends it to the slot. Thunder have it. There's a collision in the circle. Miles has it in the corner. Clears this out. 2 seconds and none. And the Rails have won the semifinal game of the consolation bracket 5-0 over the host team, Chippewa Thunder, which means they will be playing at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the consolation championship, 5th place. So again, we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Third period shot total for the Rails of 17 for a third period save total of 15 for the goaltender. Third period shot total for the Thunder of 5 for a third period save total of 5 for Jace. Total game shots 53 for the Rails for a 48 save total for the Thunder goaltender. 13 shots for the Thunder for a shutout and 13 saves for Jace. That is his 3rd shutout of the season, I believe. Quietly racking them up here. So again, we'll be back in action tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for the Consolation Championship. Don't know who we play yet. I think that team plays next or in a couple of hours. So we will see you back here 10 a.m. tomorrow.